I'm making this video so that I can get attorney Joaquin Rosales, who is also here with me, his comments on it and his opinions on it, because he's an immigration attorney. He's a lawyer. He understands it all better. So without any further ado.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
Mr. Joaquin, can give me your
comment,
give me your feelings about this executive order, because it doesn't seem to be for a very long time or to do very much.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Jim. Well, yeah, exactly. Just as we spoke about last time regarding this matter, it seemed like this was more of a publicity stunt more than anything. But in the end, he did come down with an executive order, which does, in fact, prohibit the issuance of residency green cards in the exterior in other countries, in the consulates and embassies that process these sort of documents. But in reality, given the circumstances of the coronavirus around the world, pretty much all of the consulates were already closed. So
especially, I guess a lot of consulates in other countries have been closed for a long time, and they will probably stay closed for even longer than most other places.
Right. So yeah, now what the executive order essentially does is just it doesn't allow for consulates to process green cards, right? Based on employment mostly. You can still come in, and process if you're, the son or daughter of under 21 years old of an American citizen or a spouse, not parents. So right now, unfortunately, if you had petitioned for your parents and they were going through the last stage of the process where they go to the interview at the consulate and they would get their residency after that, then you're not allowed to do that anymore. But that's only paused for 60 days. Like I said, the consulates were already closed, so I don't think it's going to have much of an effect. But he does leave the door open to get recommendations from the Department of Homeland Security 30 days from when he signed it. So in 30 days, they're going to give him, I guess, a report on what they think should happen, I assume. And then maybe he'll do something else. But as it stands right now, effectively, we're sort of in the same place that we were before he signed his order.
So to summarize, the executive order stops foreign consulates from issuing green cards for 60 days, but the foreign consulates have been closed anyways and not issuing green cards, and they probably will stay closed for at least another 30 days, if not another 60 days altogether. Because I know other countries are taking coronavirus a little bit more seriously and really locking down a lot more. And I know most of my clients are in Latin America, so I know from me talking to them that they're in a much more enforced quarantine. So that's why I think that's going to be a little longer. Yeah. So like you said, it's just it's probably mostly seems to be like a publicity stunt, or
I mean,
basically he was just talking.
Obviously, it's going to affect some people. There's going to be some delays, right? So we can't say that obviously it's not going to affect immigration overall. It will, but once again, I don't think you could do anything regardless prior to this executive order. So we're sort of sitting in the same position as we were before.
Okay, so and it's only 60 days, anyways, right?
Correct. So for 60 days, and he leaves the door open as well to extend it if necessary. Like I told you before previously and on our previous video, they're already moving forward with lawsuits. So we'll see the limitations of what he can do.
Isn't it Trump that said weird flex, but okay, right?
I guess so, yeah. But that is a weird flex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to talk more with you, but there's not much to go over with this, like 2-page executive order stopping a process that was already stopped, basically being done in response to late night tweeting. So,
yeah,
I'm gonna end the video here, I guess, and we can talk again about other topics. I get it, but once we know more, and like we'll come back in 30 days and 60 days and revisit this topic and see where we're at then. But for now, everything's still shut down as it was, and the executive order just double shuts it down.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, Joaquin, thank you for your time and for
No problem,
contributing on
man.
this video. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, anytime.